Howdy, folks, and welcome back to Satisfactory with Pancake the Paladin. I'm him. It's weird that I put it that way. Last time we were here, we began working on our starter base, because this kind of was the starter base, but not really. We've started it more. Can't really tell. Over there. I'm jumping to hope to see it. But we unlocked steel, which was the precursor what I wanted to get to before we set our starter base. We got a layout set. We have some of the constructors and things set. And what we need to do next is create what I'm calling our Conveyor Superhighway, which is going to be bringing in all of the resources from around that we're going to be using. So that's going to involve putting down a bunch of, let's just go ahead and head that way, shall we? That'll involve putting down a bunch of miners and allowing the miners to mine, as it were, and send all of that onto kind of a central little area. Oh yeah, I did this too. Hold on. And kind of a central little area, and then run that towards to where the base is. And this, I did this. We did the MAM. Not the MAM, the SAM. So we have a SAM guy down here. Way down there. Hello. I have somehow lucked out the 2 or 3 times I've gone down there, and I haven't had to really fight the giant spider. I don't really know how that's worked out as well as it has, but either way, this is creating, this is making, and we have a bunch. We could, hold on, my brain is braining. That's dangerous, I know. I should drop off some of this concrete. And let's make we could potentially make our first, where are they? Dimensional depot. Let's go ahead and drop some of you back off so I can pick up some of the SAM. And then I will manually turn this SAM, where'd it go? It's over here. Into the SAM fluctuators. And then from the SAM fluctuators, we can make our dimensional depot. And then we can talk about the dimensional depot once it gets going. All right, we got our stuff. We also, this is gonna clip. What I'm gonna do, it's gonna clip. You know what, that's fine. This is gonna all go away very soon. Anyway, dimensional depot. One of the best things you can do with a dimensional depot is you have your storage, and then you take your dimensional depot, you can put it on top of your existing storage, like so. Which I thought she'd talk to me when I placed my first one, but she didn't. And then you take oh yeah, that flips like a bee. I don't like that at all. It's gonna go away. And then you take a lift and you attach it to the back end. So then you have your entry of the dimensional depot on the same end as the exit of the conveyor. So you can just go like so. And then the conveyor goes up. And now it's not in yet. You can see it's going to give us concrete, which means we can now access that concrete anywhere. And then you'll be able to notice whenever you try to build something that takes concrete, like a foundation, the little number that shows your available concrete, available inventory is purple, which means it can pull from the depot. And I always take from inventory before you take from depot. I don't know if that's like best practice or whatever, not to let my corpo speak break into this, but I think that's at least what I think is best. Just so you can clean up your inventory. And also, while I was up there, I ended up having enough quartz to get enough quartz to get some more silica, and I turned that into more inventory space also. So now we also have 6 more inventory space. No exciting words from Ada as we did that though. Just something pocket dimension. But now we're going to begin our conveyor superhighway. And we're gonna start it actually. Let's see. Yeah, we should start it over at the concrete area, which is over. Where am I? Here. Straight this way. Which means we need to take power with us. Over there. What is... We're still super good on power. Let's take this with us. To here. And all the way over. Because now that we have our... What are they called? Nobelisks? We have our bombs. We have our grenades. We can use those to clear off the deuterium node. And oh hey guys, we're friends here. We're all chill, right? Yeah. We can clear off that deuterium node. Move that over there. So I can find my way. I think I have to go over around. There is also some copper over here in case of emergency. There's actually a lot over here. I really considered putting the starter base over here because there's those 2 coppers down there, and if we slide up here, we'll see that there's also iron here, and there's also a butt ton of iron over there. 2 there and like 4 along here, but they're all impure nodes. Oh hey, look at that. Can I make it? I don't think I can make it. I might just have to foundation my way over there. That's fine. We can foundation our way over. Do a little zoop action into standard foundation. Another one, just in case. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're good. I wasn't worried. What do you mean? Stop. Beautiful. I was just had a thought that I don't remember now. Holding control. Don't forget to dismantle multiples. I got all that at once, and our stuff is now not getting the beauty of nature destroyed. What's attacking me? I don't know. But also, if you remember last time, we got this guy. The what is it called? Oh, ooh, we get to see the whole 1 minute night cycle here real fast, like Sky UI. So that means I can make night last shorter, I can make day last longer, and I can also just like straight up pause, I think, if I find a time that I like. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna, I'll let this go. Doesn't matter. So that way we can see how quickly the night will actually go. Man, look at that. That's hilarious how fast that's going. There's our Caterium node. Did I ever shoot it? Sure did. Round 2. Fight! Yeah! So now we can get our Caterium from there. We'll need to make sure... I don't remember. I think I was in the middle of saying this. That I don't remember if we ended up getting onto the world grid. Over there. At our main base, which is... something that is frustrating to me. I don't... Oh no, I don't think we did! Oh no! I built all that off the world grid! That just takes everything with the superhighway and all the cleanliness of that. Poopy! I'm not rebuilding that. I'm not gonna do it. I'm frustrated with my me. Good job, me. Thanks, me. But I'm not gonna rebuild it. We're gonna have to make do. It won't be that bad, I don't think. But either way, if that was quick night, I would still like some more sun. So let's go ahead and push it forward to like 9 a.m. And look how beautiful that sun is. Much better, in my opinion. I think there was a bad guy. There he was. Hey, ow, ow, hey. Why are you shooting me? I didn't do anything to you. Don't look into that. And then we can place this fella. Production miner. Put it this. well, actually, what we can also do to make sure we have this in a decent spot is set foundation over this, because as we talked about, we'll do a 2-meter foundation. If I can remember buttons, there we go. Put it on the world grid, as we can set our foundation or our miners on a foundation, assuming it's within 2 meters of the node, which is beautiful. Can I make my super highway like in a nice, neat way? We're gonna find out, aren't we? Let's go ahead and another thing that these are good for, Nobelisks, is they can clear out like rocks, other rocks and stuff, so that way you can do some of your very own terraforming. Huzzah! How much do you put out? 120? I don't have. We're gonna have to just deal with 60 a minute for right now. You're gonna work at half speed because I don't have enough reinforced iron plates for that. Now we'll do a 1 meter foundation. We'll do, let's see, here. Then we'll do a 2 to get up over everything, maybe. 2 until we run into that, I think. Oh, this is, well, let's do a 4 then and see how that looks. Really? Because it zoops. It was waiting for me to zoop it. That's much better. Jumping and jumping and sha, platforming. It's great. It's the best. Run that until it is close. That's not quite, is it? About to here. And then if I go to straight mode, I was hitting E instead of R. Not quite. That's okay. We're gonna get this figured out. Put this on vertical. To there. Something wants to fight me? Who? You. I'm scared. A little scared. We'll run this. I'm still on vertical. Run this on the zoop. Over to there. And then how are we going to have this? Let's see. This is actually a good spot to send it back that way. Maybe here. Hey guys. So then we can do a lift. Right here. Okay. No, wait. H. Yeah, it's gonna. Oh, if I un-H it now. There we go. And then it'll come to there. That doesn't look really right either. Why must you? Now straight mode should be good. Run this down here. And now this will be our kind of juncture, I think. That'll be our juncture block. Run you over. Now that we have these, we'll patch like so. You're just so mad at me. I can hear you over there being mad at me. And then when you reach, you will. Now you'll run at 50%. Right, that is reaching, right? I don't want to. Yes, something moved. So we have our coal in place now as well. We have at least the miner in place. Now we can run our conveyor hole from here. So you'll be able to link back up to the I'm facing the wrong direction. Always make sure. Nope. There we go. Always make sure our you have the correct direction selected. Oh, is that how that's gonna work? Will it work better if I have you will it look better if I have you facing this way? It will. Gorgeous. I've got to climb my way back up. But there is, at least here in the beginning, I keep talking about eventually and maybe and when we get there, about how I'm going to pretty stuff up. And I have all these grandiose ideas of how I'm going to do it. And I want to tell you that's what's going to happen. And I don't know that I can promise it. But, oh, I didn't check. Shoot. I didn't check how many a minute. This is a pure node. It's going to be 120, I imagine. Let's make sure. Yes. Put you back to 50 for right now. I'll worry about 50%, 60 a minute. I will worry about how much will be used later once we come back with Mark II stuff. It's not going to be the most perfect and or efficient. This falls in with exactly what I was just saying about how I am talking about how this is all going to look and be, and it's going to be prettied up and beautiful later. And I want to believe that that's what's going to happen. But I also know who I am as a person. I make no hard in stone promises about how that's how it's going to be, even though that's how I want it to be. Now run this to here. Come back down here, continuing to be in the middle. To here. Bring our power with us. Corner. Oh, you can see. Ah, that's our wall mounts that we got. That we again we're gonna eventually do stuff with. He says with confidence. The same kind of eventually as I have with the other. I've been saying with the other things. It's gonna happen. I promise. Maybe. So now we should start getting some come up. Boom, and we come to here, which will be our juncture for the highway. You tie miss. We will now take this and run it back towards where our base is going to be. And again, it's going to be different. It's not going to be perfect. We're going to do our best. Why are you off kilter? I want you to be here and in the straight. I'm going to do the same for you. If I put you in straight mode. Yeah. You are doing the things I asked. Why wouldn't you? Also, I didn't make sure we have coal coming. Oh no! I don't want to get beat up. This okay, good. Coal's coming. Excellent. So now I'm going to show you how this is going to look as we do it. And then I'm going to, again, jump ahead because just watching me place this and move it and place it and move it over and over, it's probably going to be super boring for you. I think it would be super boring for me. So that's how we're going to do it. I'm actually going to end up hanging a right here pretty quick. We run this out. We probably will hang a right here. Where were those other iron nodes? Let's look at that really quick before you leave me here. There's those. Yeah, that's like I said, there's a bunch of iron nodes over here, but they're all impure. I thought there was some like here-ish. Aren't there? Or is that these? Well, let me now look for limestone. Limestone. If these are the ones I'm thinking they are, there'll be a limestone like here and here. Yeah, one right there. So there are some more. I know there are. I think they're over here. Try one more time. Iron. Can. Why don't things work perfectly 100% of the time? There's those. There's those. I swear there's some here. Now I gotta go look. That's going to be part of what I'm doing here. So I will do that. I don't know why. And now, are you going off? And why? I'm doing something wrong here. And if you know what it is, please let me know in the comments. Because I don't, like, yeah, straight mode for you is great, but you did not land here in straight mode. Relax. Anyway, see you when I hook up with some of these other nodes. So, we ran into a small issue. I was running out of plates. So, this kind of janky situation is going to be what we're going to have to do for right now to make sure we have plates. Can I pick those up? Pick those out of the way, make them look less crappy. Not that this looks great. Give it. So right now we found these two that I said that I knew were there because I was right. They were here. They were just a skosh off out of my range. But so I set them up. They are impure nodes, but I set them up to now we're at least doing ingots into plates. We're getting 40 plates a minute coming out of these to add into our second dimensional depot, and it's uploading. We can at least get this situated to how it will be whenever we do end up adding this area to the highway. Oh, the way I'm going to want to do it's going to clip. It's fine. These are all just small measures of what's going to be great. It's all going to be great. There's little things where I can just like take them all back. That's enough. So these will then actually come and meet up right here. This will come to here. This will come over to here. And then they will run out here to meet up with what will be the highway. Which means I'll need to run the highway a little bit, and this will have its own little over the top conveyor. Now we'll want to come over and turn back that way and bring it underneath. So actually, these will probably need to come up as opposed to this going down, right? Is that how that works? I think so. Can you connect? Are you close enough, please? How close do I need to get? This close, apparently. Run that to there. Then we'll run this. Why can't I? Oh, we already have one here. To underneath here. And then we'll put 2 conveyor holes. I'm not gonna be able to get back up here, am I? Blast it all. Hey, I'll take that. I'll take any mining and any ore I can get right now. As I stated before, gotten a little big for my britches for where we are in the game, I think. That's okay. And the iron will want to come to this, be on this outside piece. So we'll want to have our conveyor holes be like here and here. And they'll come out going that way. They will come in here. Flip. Now, this is going to be, I think there's going to be a lot of jump cuts this episode. But now I'm going to, assuming I have the plates, I'm going to run our productions that we created down there. I'm going to run them up as far as I can to connect to here and bring them up and attach them to the highway. And then we'll try to connect everything back over to the base. Exciting. We are connected. Coal and Ethereum should start flowing in, at least down to this far, which is exciting for me. But I was thinking while I was doing this that I had talked about how we were going to potentially have our, what is it called? Coal and Ethereum come in via truck once we get set. But like now that we've built this, I don't. Oh no. He's running because he got hurt by the nasty fog smoke. Anyway, I don't know that we need to build it via truck just because we already have built. So something that I did notice though is oh wait, no, never mind. It was over there that I'm afraid that we're not on the world grid, which is probable, but not a problem. Ah, last night, our favorite. Now we have our little emergency iron plate set up over yonder. Now let's go ahead and continue our highway along. I think we'll go ahead and place where we'll have this. Let's see, we'll do this, and it will be facing this way. Perfect. That way we can at least have it in place, because we're going to have multiple lines of iron coming over anyway. Now we'll push this out. I'm off of Zoop. Where does 10 go? How far over does 10 go? Because this is where we're going to start hooking on with the other stuff. 10 goes, let's do to here. And then what we're going to have to do, we're going to go one more, I think. Does that put us right over or right next to? I want to go right next to. There we go. What we're going to end up having to do, because yeah, that's definitely not on the world grid. We're going to have to run it over and fake it being on the grid. Man, I don't want to rebuild that whole thing on the world grid. Am I going to? Am I going to? I think I might. Son of a biscuit eating bulldog again. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Me and the things that I be. We'll run this as far. We're gonna run these as far as we can. And why? Let's see. There we go. Run you to here. And your buddy. All the way out as far as we're gonna. Then we'll run this one over as well. Even though, again, we don't have anything on it yet. I don't want to flip into that, but I also do want it to be like on it. So I guess I can't. Well, maybe I could have. I don't know. Either way, we're not going to. There. Does that veer a little bit right there at the end? It does. What I could do to make them even is just make a conveyor pole. Of course, evenness, evenity. I don't know why I'm trying to make up words now. These will then come to here. Maybe I don't want to rebuild it all on the world grid, because I need to. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, because this is. I like it better in the hole that it's in. Excuse me. With that bad burp I just had. And then that little hole that it's already in is where, like, what am I trying to say? It fits in that hole. I'll come back this way. I need to hook those on. Come here, there. Maybe we just do this. And then we try to just have this meet up with this. Have this be the end of the highway to that direction, and then have uh, something jut out from the bottom of this, or we put you on the stinking grid. I think I'm annoyed, but I think that's what's gonna happen. Oh, whenever we changed our color, look at that. It changed our feetsies too. I don't know what I expected. I guess I don't know why I didn't think of that. Yep. Let's see. Really, really trying to think this out here. And again, how do I want? Hey, bud. Boom. Oh, also, whenever you jump on those guys, you bounce, which is very fun. I also need to figure out if I want to have the highway come up from underneath, or if I want to have it start coming in over here, like on conveyor walls, like in conveyor holes from the wall, not from underneath. I think. Man, me not putting this on the grid really annoys me. I am annoying to me. I already have so much of it placed. Would it be a waste? Because it would be like, it would be cattywampus. I would need to move it. If I put it on the grid, I would need to move it to like over here or something. But I don't want to continue doing anything unless I'm going to grid it. And am I going to grid this beach? Yes. Dang it. Yes, I'm going to. All right. ERP. Ugh. Dang it. Self. Oh no. Oh, falling. We're falling. We're back. We moved it. And if I'm going to be 1000% honest with you, I think it might still be off just a skosh. If I do this and then I hit control to put me on the world grid, it does that. And I swear I hit control when I first did the build. But we've come too far. So now I did increase the size just a little bit, which I think is going to be helpful. And now I'm going to go ahead and start placing some of the splitters for my constructors down. I don't know that we necessarily need to. Oops. Overlapping. What's overlapping? Because I put that in the wrong spot. That's why it's overlapping. That's what I need. That one. So now we have our little steel corner right here, which you're going to take 60 in and you take 30 in. Yeah. Then you need to be marked 2. You need to be... Actually, you don't need to be marked 2. But... And then over here... is going to be where we have our quick wire stuff. I went it up just for the sake of space up here. I know I said we had a little bit more, but I'll put all these kind of back to back. I don't know. I feel like it looks kind of neat. And this is Mark 2s. Really, and they're going to be, I think, needing to be Mark 3s when the time comes to turn everything on. That's okay. You go there. We have these sections set and ready. That comes up from copper. Copper is going to be over here. And then we're just going to have this big swath of an area for iron over here. And then I think these 2 down the middle, you know what, even, can I do this? Can I, if I hit like control, there's a way. I thought we could like replace. Maybe not. I think we're gonna replace, or we can just change this color. Maybe that'll work. Customizer. Um, what are you enough of a different color? Oh yeah, because I think we're gonna to be similar to our super highway we're creating elsewhere. I think we're gonna have kind of a conveyor superhighway situation here. So where we're going to be building on both sides of this. Actually, we might end up not running it all the way back. Now I need to change it back because that's just the way I am with things. But we're going to have at least part of it being a highway that goes forward, and that will feed into the bigger things that are going to be maybe like right back here, or maybe even like we might make a hang a turn with an L-shaped building. Not sure. But next, we want to bring everything else on our super highway over. And I think I also intentionally left some room down here so we could bring it in underneath, which I'm still not 100% sure if I'm jazzed about, but we're going to test it out. We have this connected to the highway, and we'll bring it over. Well, we can make the highway come through here like it is there. That's what we can do. We can just match the highway up here down here and have things come in through to here. Yeah. And then we'll have to end up splitting them out. Copper that way. Iron's going to go a bunch of ways. That's what we'll go. Let's see. Let's just get rid of those. And then make our standard foundations to indicate the conveyor superhighway for ores. And then run it out that way. Good thinking, gang. I'm glad you guys thought of that. We, and also we, is we'll bring these in and they'll be able to also tie into this. Oh, man, that's such a good idea. Now we don't need to run this out as far. One more, or is this good? One more. Sweet potatoes. And so we'll have this come through to here. The irons are probably going to get on their own kind of road. And then the limestone also. Potentially. Hello, friend. So these will then need to go. Let's see, where. So this might actually end up going down an extra. And we'll need to do conveyor holes at an angle. Not technically them. Where are things? Them at an angle, but we'll do like 1, 2, 3, and then another 1, 2, 3. Coming out, coming out, coming out. I think that'll work. And that'll just be neat, huh? Let's have everything actually just run to here so it'll line up. I think we'll be able to do that. I don't know that everything's gonna reach. It might not. But I want it to. Oh no, we're out of plates. We have the plate thing over there though. Come on, video game. Don't you love me? I guess it doesn't. But that's okay. We can still go ahead and start building our other conveyors. No, our other smelters. Actually, no, I need plates for what I want to do next over there, which is just making a spot for everything. Is this gonna be... Ah, I can't even, like, bring these down or extend my road because of my lack of plates. And we are uploading with what I believe... Oops. What I believe is 30. Did you just hear my finger pop? This mic is very good. Uploading at what I believe is 30 a minute. Something I haven't talked about in terms of the dimensional depot is the upgrades you can make to the dimensional depot. Do any of these have? No. You get to upgrade having the amount it can hold. So right now it just can hold like a stack. You gonna fight me? You might fight me. Where are you? Hey. You can hold like one stack. Too slow. And you can upgrade, I think, to hold 4 or 5 stacks. I think 5. I think it's like 2,500 concrete. You can hold 5 stacks, as well as you can increase the speed up to like 200 and something a minute. And there's one other upgrade you can see here. It says unlocked by researching manual depot uploader, which means you'd be able to just put stuff straight from your inventory into the the depot, which is, as I say about everything in this game, super cool. I was gonna make one like floor for these, which let's clear out some rocks, shall we? And now I don't know if I have the stuff for it, because I was maybe short-sighted to the word, maybe it isn't in my building of things. Oh, another thing, these can damage you, so be careful. If you get too close and those blow up, you do take damage. Did that happen to me earlier when I was doing some clearing to put that in place? Don't ask. So let's see. I think we're good there. So do I have the necessary plate to get things down here? We'll do a 4 spot here. We'll do a 4 spot here. Take your right hand in, put our right hand out. And sorry that I exist and say things. And we shake it all about. Then we need a conveyor. No, a miner. I'll need to do another one. Another row to make it look okay. And again, we will end up making this kind of one floor. And I think I might try to devise something that like looks cool to put around the miners that are all going to be a part of this. I haven't devised it yet, but I'm thinking about it. You go here, you go here, you go there. And these are 30. Oh, this is a normal, so that's a 60. This is a normal. Is that also a normal? Are you normal? You are. So we'll need 100, one of these at least being a Mark II belt. Eventually, when I get Mark III belts, they'll all be able to go on the same. Let's see, so I have 6 available ports. 3 of them are spoken for. Well, let's see, hold on. We're going to bring the copper over probably as well. So we're going to have, this is 60, 120, 180, and then that's 60 over there. So that could be Mark 1, and then one of these could link up with that one to make it the Mark 2. So I think this one will link up with that, and then these two will come together. Come together. Sorry. Again. Sorry that I exist and also do things. But, and then that'll pop up with our Mark 2. I'll need to upgrade one of those to Mark II when I get figured out which one. And the limestone will be another one, and the copper will be another one. So that would be deuterium, coal, iron, iron, copper, limestone. Yeah, that worked out actually better than I anticipated that it would. Cool. And then our second row doesn't actually need to, well, it will need to start when the copper comes over. And then the limestone will need to do as well. Actually, the second row probably need to start like here to line up with the limestone. And you are also going to be what connects to the copper, I think. Get you on the world grid. Like so. Miner. Oh, late. Ah. And you're gonna have 30 a minute. You can just be a Mark 1. Can I even put a floor hole? Foundations, organization, logistics. Floor hole. I can. Sort of. Okay. Let's see. Where are we on time? Because it kind of feels like this is going to be... where are we? Coming up on an hour, I think. My episodes end up being close to an hour. Oh wait, I can pick up because this makes faster than that loads. Oh, sweet potatoes. Okay, boys and girls, I was going to end the episode right there. And I don't need to. Look at that. You might want me to end the episode right there, but too bad. Does it look better with the default? It does. But why is it going that way? Do I have this wrong? I don't think so. Huh. I don't know what I just did differently. But that'll be creating there. Jumping, 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 jumping. Jumping? Ah, I don't have enough jumping. Gotta come over to my line I already have. We might actually be okay to start taking this off and add this. So we'll go like this. But it is going to be weird getting one of those to hook in to this other line. Because this will be going this way. Right. To here. And this will go to here. Goodbye. We'll go ahead and bring all of these down. Down. And down and down and down and down. I think this looks really neat. And I think I'm going to have to find a way to enclose all of it. I'm not sure how we're going to do that quite yet, but we're going to find a way. What I don't know is how we're going to hook this up into this line. Once we bring this over. I don't know how we're going to hook. Because this will need to be here. I'm going to have you be on straight mode. We'll need to have this in the middle. Why must you exist in the way that you do? I'll have everything line up. They're all stopping at the same general place. We'll need to bring copper over as well, which I think will maybe hook on like right here. Just go ahead and run that out. Get it? And that'll be a line right here. There. Oh, wait. that's off kilter. That's not in the middle. What I need is for this, I want the limestone to be in the middle here, and then the copper will be there. This is wrong. I did that wrong. Straight mode. There we go. Then you will come from that way. I have that in place. How am I going to connect this on in a way that doesn't look bad is the question. Bring you around. Bring you around. And bring you around. I want to... I could put a... They can't put a merger on, I don't think, without it overlapping. Without it flipping into the next line. Correct. I don't want it to clip into the next line. I'm going to have to put a merger somewhere. What I could do is, this is going to be a little weird, but who doesn't like a little weird? Production, nope, it's always in logistics every time. A merger here. Like this, and like that. I want to actually have it be this way. And can I put a... I don't know if I can do that without this clipping. Can I? Oh, I can. It's just burly, but I can. So then I'll bring this to there. Run you to wherever this lines up. I think right there. This will be here. And that will be... What did I do wrong? Did I do it wrong up there? I might have done it wrong up there. Gall darn it. That's okay. It's that meme with the old guy, and he's just like, same. Have I been trying not to swear? Hold on, somebody tell me. I think I've been trying not to swear. I don't know. But the old guy is like, same shit, different day. And that's me. This is an enter, right? Oops. Get out of here. H. Yeah, that's an enter. I think I just... Oh no, is that not gonna... Is that not gonna connect? Is that our problem? Well, let's find out. Should automatically connect. We actually are going to need to run power to you. Is that going to be... That is going to... You are 60. Now I just need to make sure that's going to connect up there. So while that's spinning up, run back around. It's going up. Okay. We are going up. Now we'll need to see if we are coming out. Really, if this just stops here in a second, that's how we're going to know. Okay, no, it worked. It worked! Ha, it worked. But then this is going to be another floor hole where we're going to connect with this one, which is here. Ish. And we'll have a merger here. Beep, beep, beep. Great mode. Great mode. And this will need to be marked too, but I don't know that we have. We don't. So what we're going to have to really do here is we're going to have to just start making things at like maybe half speed's not the right word. I think we're going to bring everything over in a Mark 1, and then things that need upgraded will get upgraded as we are getting our plates, our reinforced iron plate. Why is there? Oh, because I went from 1 meter to 2 meters. Righto. So now let's go ahead and bring everything around. This here. We're going to do these one at a time to make sure we can get them looking fine. I'm sorry I made that rhyme. You know what? No, I'm not. Came around on that pretty quick. Not sorry. Enjoy a good rhyme. You come east. You come down here. You'll end up being a Mark II as well. You will connect to that. It's not going to be, I don't know, perfect maybe. What is? These ones will bring to this line. Here. Now we have everything coming. I love it. You. What are you? Limestone. I need to do the other limestone as well. That might end up just coming over and connecting over here. Having it all connect underneath. There. Let's see. I think here. Yeah, that worked out well. Here. Then come to there. Can I? Hold on. Is that better? Not worse. Not even. I don't know that we could make it 100% even. We probably could. There is a way, I would imagine. But, you know me, and the way that I am, and the way that I is. That way. That's how you'll be going for copper. Ugh. Okay, so now what we are going to need to do the rest of the way here is good old busy work. So that is something I will do off camera to finish out our... Oh no. But why? Oh, after the touch bar probably. I will do that off camera, off episode, whatever you want to call it. To finish up our highway, bringing things in from this side and from that side. And then next time I see you, we will... That still isn't great. Oh, actually, it's not too bad. Next time I see you is when we'll start connecting things over there. So, as we like to say around these parts, I hope you have had a... Oh, that's not going to be good to do right there. Hold on. It's a long way to run that just to run it back up and over. Which one's limestone? Hold on. I hope you're holding. Because I'm holding. Jumping and holding. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. That comes to here. Limestone is this one. I don't know that there is a good way to connect it either over here or over here, since it's one of the middle lines. Sorry, I made you think we were done and we're not. I am going to finish this. Jumping and running and jumping and sliding and jumping and running. I love the sliding mechanic in this game. Information superhighway. So yeah, this is the limestone. If we put a merger... No, there's no good way to do this. That isn't... There's no good, clean way. Where are you? Who are you? Oh yeah. There's no good, clean way to do this, I don't think. That isn't just attach it, run it all the way across and attach it over that other one. And that's okay. So that's what we're going to do. So, okay. As I was saying, as we say, round these parts, I hope you have had a good day today. I hope you have a better day tomorrow, and we will see you in how's this gonna look? We'll run it around. It'll be fine. We will see you in the next one. See ya.